Okay, so I'm going to turn what could be a 9-hour show
Okay, we're gonna cut.
in,
We're gonna short
into.
circuit.
Oh no! Well, I'm just going to ask you, just in general, between 1987 and 1991. I mean, goddamn, you had at least like 60 plus hits, top 40 hits. What is like is what is the not even the division of labor, but just in terms of that much volume?
What does your life look like? Right.
Yeah, like how to me are you bespoking these songs? Is it like Jermaine comes to town and you're like talking to him? Okay, here's a song called "Don't Take It Personal." You're meeting TLC for the first time. It's like, okay, well, let me see, baby, baby. Like, are these songs sort of like in the stash somewhere in the back? And you're like, would you like this? Would you like this? Or are you custom making these songs?
Some of those songs were custom made. Some of those songs, you got to remember, first of all, Kenny Edmonds is one of the most prolific songwriters ever. So he has a war chest of material that's unreal. Like sometimes I want to call and say, man, let me just go through the tapes. Like really, because he's so prolific. That's the first thing. So he always had something. But then when we, like if it were Bobby Brown, sometimes we would start things from scratch. Whitney Houston, we would start songs from scratch where we're thinking about the artist. But then every now and then he would pull a song out that he'd had for a long time. And I'm Ready, he gave to Tevin Campbell, which is one of my favorite songs. And it had been around for like 10 years or better. I think he might have had that song when I met him, seriously.
Okay.
Like I remember that long ago. Like in the first chapter of our relationship as musicians and friends, I remember hearing I'm Ready on a demo. So there was a backlog of material, but then we would work on things. End of the Road I don't think End of the Road was written for Boyz II Men, but once it was done, it was pretty obvious. So I knew who to call. Or I remember.
How do you know how to match a song to an artist?
I don't know. I don't really know, but I think that's what A&R really is artist and repertoire, right? Finding the artist and the repertoire to match it. Particularly when it's people that maybe either they don't write songs or they collaborate or they accept outside songs. And we tended to work with people who accepted outside material. We didn't like it that much working with people who could also write, because it always changed how we would write, right? And we had a thing that we liked to do. And we thought of ourselves we thought we were the deal and whoever was singing was the lead singer, right? But it was like every song was, I'm Your Baby Tonight is the deal featuring Whitney Houston. That's how we always looked at it, right? Or My is the deal featuring Johnny Gill. Or, because me and Kenny and KO and Daryl basically played on everything.
Yeah.
Or programmed, or however you want to look at it. We created all of the music for it. And we didn't really like tampering. So I remember once we were doing Jermaine Jackson and we finished some records, and then he brought in his keyboard player to like reproduce all the songs. And we were like, what's this? And the dude was, and I forget his name now, he's really talented, but it was just changing everything. And I was like, no, this doesn't work. No. I said, we'll keep that solo he did. That's the best we could do. The rest of it,
At work, at Saturday Night Live, whenever stand-up comedians host the show, they try to bring their team in to try to write for them.
Right.
And it never works. It's always best when you just trust the system and let the producers or let the writers do it. So for that initial gust of LA Facedom, what song almost didn't make it?
Oh man, let me see. Almost
at least a staple that we know.
I don't know. I think we were way too greedy and ambitious, man. We were trying to get everything out. Like I don't recall that one. I don't have a good answer for that one.